Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Patch Notes review. You got Patch Notes 2.21. There's not really much going on this patch, but there is a lot of new cards, which we will be reviewing. So, let's get right into it. You got the new keyword Faded. I expect this to be very similar to Dragons. It's slow to ramp up, but if it gets going and there is no answer, it will just win you the game, kind of on its own. So very powerful, very card dependent. It's going to eat up your cards more than Dragons will or does, because it requires a card to buff. So it's like adding grant me +1/+1 to every combat trick that you have. And I think that's pretty darn strong. That allows for some pretty strong ramping of power. So expect to see a deck that's very Targon and tempo focused, very tempo Targon. There you go. Fated. New challenges, quests, and AI decks. I don't know why this is here. This salty spinner is just here. 0/4. When I'm summoned or round start, grant me +2 health for each card you discarded last round, then shuffle my stats. Oh, that's cute. So it's a shuffle bot, but it's a salty spinner. That's kind of cute. All right, new challenges, quests, and AI decks. New challenges and quests have been added to introduce keyword archetypes and champions being added in Magic Misadventures. Additional AI decks featuring cards added in the expansion have also been added in the versus AI opponent pool. Cool. Path of Champions updates. New champions, balance changes, and bug fixes are coming to the Path of Champions this patch. New champions are Cannon and Teemo. Cool. If a player loses their run in the first 2 battles, they will now see 3 starting powers rather than just Unstable Mana Flow. Unstable Mana Flow grants 1 mana gem for the first 3 battles of the run. Vitality grants 10+ max Nexus health. Flexible game plan grants game start, draw 2. I mean, you always go for the flexible game plan, right? That just seems it's better than the mana flow just because it won't run out after the first 3 battles. Unless you're really having that much difficulty in the first 3 battles, which oof. If that's the case, that must be a really strong first 3 battles. Wealth score is now based on current gold at the end of the run rather than total earned gold. Oh, I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was current gold at the end of the run, so I would always be saving my gold up rather than spending it on anything in the stores. But now I will be rewarded for my gameplay, so that's cool. Assorted minor encounters, fixes, and balance adjustments. Okay, cool. Now the important stuff. Card updates. Our next major set of card updates is scheduled for our next patch 3.00 on January 5th. But leading up to then, we have a couple of changes aimed at reducing the power of a few overperformers alongside the release of Magic Misadventures. So Poppy getting a nerf. Deserved. Is this enough? I don't think so. I don't think this really changes much. All this means is that whenever she attacks the first time, you need a 5 health minion rather than a 6 health minion to be able to block and survive. Which, what kind of 5 health minion are you going to be having? Like, there's not very many 4 mana 4/5s. Certainly not in the meta, and certainly not in the game period. So you're still better off just trading with a 4 attack unit, like a 4-3 or a 4-2. That is an attainable stat line on turn 4. And then, of course, you still need the same level of removal to remove the Poppy. This helps. This makes Viego's champion spell very much better. That's the biggest change here. Viego's champion spell that pick a unit, it strikes your nexus, then kill it. Poppy dealing 1 less damage in that instance is rather helpful. So that's pretty good. And then you almost never see Poppy leveled up. And the actual important part, the buffs that happen, that hasn't been changed at all. So Poppy is still going to be Poppy. She's going to be slightly less powerful. She's going to hit a little bit not as hard. Poppy has proven herself as a dominant presence in the current meta, so we're tuning down her power a bit to give other deck types a chance to shine. Well, you didn't really do much. You maybe wanted to change the +1/+1 to only +1 attack, +1 power, instead of +1 attack and +1 health. That would be a very, very good change. I think that's what really needs to happen for Poppy to be the... you can even keep the level up condition, or the level up ability +2/+2. But just 1 power instead of 1 power and 1 health. I think that's what needs to happen. But in any case, that's not what's happening right now. So, on to the next card. Young Witch getting re-nerfed. It was a 1/1. They buffed it to a 1/2, and this... Alright, let's read. Since we initially buffed Young Witch, she's been responsible for enabling some pretty powerful uninteractive combos, so we're rolling back that buff. Cool. That's fantastic. Specifically why they chose this card, I mean, obviously it's because of the very strong Poppy Zed decks, and then obviously Poppy getting nerfed. Poppy Zed is a very strong deck, very powerful, but I think in addition to that, elusives. You'll see with a lot of the new cards that elusives. Swim is cooming. He is cooming hard from this patch. There will be a very, very strong, it might be a recall synergy kind of thing. Elusives are going to be super strong this patch. There is going to be at least one tier 1 elusive deck, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a recall synergy elusive focused deck because of one specific card, and we'll get into that whenever we look at the cards. So that's it. We're not getting very much in terms of card updates. It's just those two. I'm a little bit sad, but this is kind of what we expect to see from their new system, the GAT. They're pulling out the GAT, pop, 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 pop. Instead of like bringing out the cannon and doing one big shot, they take out the GAT and they do pop, 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 pop. So it's smaller changes, but they're more frequent. And I think that's going to be much better in the long run and in the short term. In the short term right now, it seems like there's a lot of questions left unanswered in terms of like the balance of the game. However, in the long run, I believe that their new system will be better. More updates, more better. Region road updates, region roads for... Ooh, Ionia, Bandle City, and Targon have been extended. Fantastic. Always like it when that happens. Personalization, we got some skins looking fucking hot. What is this? Santa Braum. Wonderful. Braum deserved a Santa skin like this, and I think that buff Santa is something that the world could use more of. I'm okay with this. Ari, Frosty, looking like Frost Queen Ari, Winter Queen Ari. Yes, slaps. What the? Ernest Elf Tristana. So that's adorable. Look at her. Look what the f that is. You have some of the other Bandle Gunners. I have no idea what the hell that thing is, but it's hilarious. And Tristana is adorable. Fantastic. Boards, yay, that's pretty. Vestian Glade, it's very pretty. New card back, very pretty. New card back, Nine-Tailed Fox. What is this, Naruto or something? I can dig it, it looks pretty cool. Vestia Spirit, very standard card back, I can dig it. This is evil. This is evil, is what this is. This is Riot confirming that the toxic emotes are here to stay. This is something else. This is something else. This is something else entirely. This is so evil. Part of me loves it, part of me hates it. And then another one. This is for whenever your opponent makes, like whenever you bait your opponent into making a mistake, you're like, oh, and then this is whenever your opponent makes a mistake that you didn't bait them into, even if you did bait them into it, if your opponent makes a really stupid play, then now you can literally laugh at your opponent now. So thanks, Riot. Now we're going to have a bunch of people. It's just new ways to BM. New ways to BM. Deck bundles, yada, yada, yada. Expeditions, new archetypes from the new sets. Cool beans. That is pretty interesting. The ranked season for Between Worlds has concluded and Magic Misadventures is underway. Collect your ranked rewards depending on your performance, including an exclusive Between Worlds icon from the previous season in the loot pop-up home in the home screen. Fantastic. Didn't quite make it to Masters. Don't know if I ever will. But I got to Diamond. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Diamond is not too shabby. Bug fixes. Here's some interesting stuff. Fixed an issue where Jinx was not leveling up or creating a Super Mega Death Rocket in hand when Vandal Painter discards the final card in hand. Okay. Lowered the volume of Redfin Hammersnout sound effects. Okay. Fixed a bug where the Nexus would take damage before Vi's special attack animation was complete. Okay. Updated several cards targeting parameters to align with current design standards, i.e. some cards that could previously only deal damage to enemies can now target any unit, including allies. I am a big fan of this change. This is a very marginal change, and we'll have to see exactly what cards are being changed. But that is, like, for example, your you're in a situation where they have a lifesteal unit and you want to deny the lifesteal. You want to kill your own unit for some reason. You want to kill your own unit. To deny lifesteal, to deny a Shyvana attack, or something like that. You want to deny an attack. You want to kill your own unit. That's pretty cool. I really, really enjoy that being an option with more cards. That's pretty cool. Very niche, but very cool. I like it. Fixed a bug where Most Wanted's text would occasionally go off the screen. That's hilarious. Fixed a visual bug associated with Trevor Snoozebottom's Mumble Sprite. Well, 2 cards that never see any play, so cool. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Share it with your mother. I love you guys. Thanks. Bye.